Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Hicks coming at you here. It's late night money on it's Saturday. Well, it's really for Sunday, the 4th, but it's Saturday night. Technically, as Jack Reacher says, details matter. So really, it's Sunday morning. It's the next day. Maybe I should change the late night money for Sunday just to call late night money on Sunday, but it's weird because it's whatever. Hope everybody's doing okay here. I was just thinking, so I was trying my daughter today. We're going, she came food shopping with me, and we're listening to radio, and Night Shift came on about Commodores. I'm like, Night Shift, maybe that should be the intro. We should switch it up from the Midday Money song and be like, just working the night shift, Marvin, you were a friend of mine. Anyway, that's my Lionel Richie impression of the Commodores. Like a night shift. Mr. Sean Higgs on X, formerly Twitter. Give me a follow. I can't just follow. If you're on social, like, who doesn't have Twitter? I guess people on Twitter. They're more IG and TikTok fans, but the picks are posted there. Hit the like button. Winning free picks. Sean Higgs, both YouTube channels if you're watching. Thanks for that. Polls are posted on the channels as well. I never end the polls. Hopefully they just end when I close out the window, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So, all right. What can I say about today's day? Video picks here. Basketball, we go 5-7. I didn't even write down the recap time. We'll just say it's around 2:00, around the 2-minute mark for the recap. We'll say 2 minutes because I put in a little timestamp underneath for the podcast. Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora. You know the deal. That's what we do the first 2 minutes. We talk about where you can listen to me. So 5-7. Favorite loses, dog loses, favorite win, dog loses. I was all over the place today. 122 and 129 now with college basketball and video. It's not good. Well, it's under 500. So we're down a little bit. On the site, I go 9-9. 2 totals, 10 dogs. 9-9. Now, could be worse. It could go 4-14. Could have been better. You could go 14-4. Still a strong, even with a 9-9 day. I believe 112-95 since January 1st. Not terrible. 54-55%. Not going to thumb my nose up at that one bit. And what would it be? 230, 242, 220, 225. I mean, it is what it is. It's a one of those days. I prefer a better day. Obviously, I don't want a 500 day and splitting out and losing a little bit, but it happens. It happens. Might not happen to some people on Twitter because they're 100% all the time. That's not me. I'm going to lose some games. Although the Lakers, I did say Lakers money line. Got there. All right, pick time. Here we go. You know what? I didn't even put them in the chat. Sometimes I put them in chat right away. They are in the comments section for those in the comments section. And we do have some comments there because I know Lex came in early because I responded to him. But let's get to picks for tomorrow. Clippers in the NBA. If you haven't checked out my little shorty, Sean Shorties I've been trying to do, I got the Clippers in the shorty. Playing well. Got Miami here. Big name team. It's the Heat finals. They got Atlanta tomorrow or Monday. So they got back-to-back. What game do you want to win here? Miami or Atlanta? You want to win here. South Beach. Take care of the Heat. A bigger foe. Yeah, South Beach got some action for you on a Saturday night. Hopefully, they're not acting a fool right now. Atlanta, I don't know. We could talk about the ATL in Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta. It's where the players play. See if anybody could get that little reference. Clippers -3.5. And the Pistons, baby. Yeah, you know we take Pistons and the points sometimes. And we're doing it here. We're doing it here. +6.5. Let's go against the Magic. College hoops. Purdue, man, I'll do -2 Purdue. I don't want to lay 130. If they win, they win. I'm not worried about the two. And I know it's going to want to be I mean, it's not going to be trendy. I mean, Wisconsin's ranked in the top 10. It's not like this is some garbage squad here. Purdue still only has the 2 losses. Yes, they lost at the Nebraska road game. I get it. People are going to be like, well, hey, they can't win on the road. Lose at Nebraska. You lost at Northwestern on the road in OT. They almost covered a 14-point spread in overtime against Northwestern, winning by 9. I'm not concerned with them here on the road against a tough whiskey team. And Wisconsin is a tough club. 15-5. They're ranked for a reason. And I know I don't jump into the ranking things, and you get them coming off a loss, right? Nebraska. Did we have Nebraska in that game against whiskey? We said we kind of like Nebraska in that spot. I know I kind of stayed away because I think everybody was jumping on Nebraska. I didn't like where everything was going with that game, but lose at Nebraska. They lost at Penn State. They lost at Arizona. You know, lost at Providence. So losing on the road, not a biggie. That being said, I'm on Purdue here. It's not a premium. There is a 5-pack up, and if you're a YouTube Premium, I put them out. You get them on YouTube Premium for the time being. Probably through the end of the month. We might have to change in March. We'll see. Fairfield under 151. This had been a little over squad, but upon further review, as we go under the tent to take a look at this, I'm taking the under 151. We'll close out the night. Last game on the board. Oh, I yawn. I yawn. I don't mind. It's live. Whatever. I'm by myself. Got no shame. Sometimes I cough. Sometimes I sneeze. Sometimes I yawn. You'll see me drink soda. I'm going to take Stanford here in the big points versus Arizona. I know T Money will be happy. He's not an Arizona guy. I think Arizona's a good team. I think they're probably a Final 8 kind of contender. I just got to like the way Stanford's played here. You won at Arizona State. It's the third straight road game. 2-point loss to Cal, won at Arizona State. Now you got Arizona. Are they going to come in here and totally get demolished? I mean, they quite possible lose by 20. You beat this team 100-82 and really stuck it to them on the road. So it's not like Arizona doesn't have any motivation here. It's like, oh, we're going to, we could overlook them because we have a big game versus Utah on deck. Yeah, no. A team beats you by 20. That's going to stick in your head. And they've been taking care. 91-65, 87-78 on the road. You lost at Oregon State, UCLA by 6. What's that? 15 over USC. You lose again on the road here. We're talking teams lose on the road. Lose at Washington State. You beat Utah here by 19. 40. Colorado really crushed Colorado. But it's one of those things. I'm taking the points. Maybe if do I think it's going to be a 20+ point win for Arizona, or it'll be something in the 15-20? I think maybe be somewhere in the 15-20. Getting the points. Let's take Stanford, and we'll close it out. I don't even know if my guy will be here, but I'll do it for him anyway because that's how I roll. Marcos Minute in the house. I guess I would lean Loshai over Davidson. Purdue we have here. Iona Ryder is a premium. Wright State and Northern Kentucky. I'd probably lean with the Norse here. Fairfield and Manhattan. We got the under. I do like Siena versus Mount St. Mary's. Fort Wayne and Youngstown. I would lean to the Penguins. St. Pete's Maris up in the premium. Same with the Quinnipiac Canisius. I would lean to our money earning Furman squad, but Honestly, a little Greensboro money line. Again, did not bet it. Milwaukee, I would lean towards IUPUI. I lean towards Temple with the points here against Tulane. I would probably say over South Dakota State. UAB and the SMU is a premium. Uh, Providence and Nova. Did I put Providence in the chat here? Give me some Providence action. The Illini and Nebraska. This was, I want to take Illinois here, believe it or not. The line's getting big, though. It's 9.5. And Stanford, we just mentioned. And we have comments here. Let's see. So Lex was like, what's happening here? Nick at night. I'm like, come on, Lex. If you haven't known already, I'm going to answer my own question here like a sick SOB. Midday Money, it started at a late night. Was it Midday Money? I did conference tournaments and then turned into late night. I called it Look Headlines because we talked about conference tournament games the next day because they were starting at 11 a.m. at noon. That's where the late show came from. And we started the Midday Money from baseball. So come on, Lex, get with it. You know this. Nick Nasty's hitting the like button. Appreciate it. Georgia game was unbelievable. Busted one of my parlays. You know, I had to always myself. Not sure if I mentioned it here to the chat. What are we going to do here with Georgetown? I'm going to pull up the box. Blown out in the first half. Did they even get close? Nowhere near a game. Nowhere near a game. Terrible. Terrible on my part. Locking up the King is in the house. How'd you do with your big play? Mike B's in the house? Yeah. The Penn State was it? Oh, it was plus 350 live in that game. You said they were out partying. I was like, what are you doing partying in Indiana? What's the big story? 12-5 at college hoops. Excellent day, Michael. KC, yep. NC, yes. VCU got done. San Diego State, yes. Utah, Texas, Utah. Utah got it done. I didn't even know. South Florida and UConn. Enjoy the Big 12 and 5er. That's a tough loss. It's Baylor 2.5. Yep. Can't make a free throw. West Virginia was never in it. A&M should have covered. Ole Miss huge halftime lead. Proceeded to get blown out. I had Ole Miss. Had West Virginia. Had Baylor. You know, those are. I know Baylor missed a free throw at the end of the game. I knew they were gonna miss. I had a 2.5 on one spot. 1-5 in UFC. I had a UFC play on Dolzy or whoever. There's Sean Higgs, and there's winning free picks in the house. Facebook. Is there anybody on Facebook anymore? Where's my guy? I gotta. Somebody go on Facebook and hit the like button on Facebook. North Carolina, easy winner. I had North Carolina. Nice one there, King. I trust my numbers. Took Mary's plus 4.5 plus 1 close game. We'll see how it goes. How is that game? How is that game going? I don't even know. What's that? Well, that's a little dogfight right now, it looks like. Penn State money line did not play. I wish I did. Yeah, 350 lives. Nice one. Arkansas 5.5. What did they end up doing today? Against LSU. Yeah. Maurice, Purdue's the most overrated college team in America. Wisconsin money line. Most overrated team. Now you sound like this is like the Ninja. You know, Ninja pops in here sometime. You ever see Ninja? He's like the marshmallow guy with the little Vietnamese or Japanese little helmet on, like the little thing they wear. And the rice patties. He's got his little stick with him. The Ninja. It's a little marshmallow man. He comes in. He says the same thing. Does not respect Purdue one bit. And then you look at this Purdue. I mean, how do you sit here and say it's an overrated team? Let's start it out. Gonzaga on the neutral, win. Tennessee on the neutral, win. Marquette on the neutral, win. You lost to Northwestern by 4 in overtime. Okay. Alabama neutral, win. Arizona neutral, win. Illinois at home, win. Nebraska on the road, loser. Uh, you played Arizona, Alabama, Marquette, Tennessee, and Gonzaga. 5 really good teams. You beat them all. You beat them all. You're 20-2. You're 20-2, and you have an OT loss on your hand. And obviously, Northwestern could play these guys tough because they played Northwestern played these guys overtime twice this year. Um, and you had an 8-point lead on the road against them, uh, and you had a 9-point lead at home against them. So obviously, Northwestern plays you tough. I don't know if you say they're overrated. I mean, they got 2 losses. Whiskey 2.5 tomorrow. Money line off the Nebraska loss. Purdue not the same team on the road. Um, I get it. I don't know. The more I look at those other wins, I think Marquette's a good team. Gonzaga's a solid team. You still got to go. Beating these teams: Marquette, Arizona, Alabama. Alabama is a really good team. Thank you for the compliments on my big win. Penn State money line. I think Purdue line goes up. We may find threes, possibly. I don't know. I disagree with that. I think people are going to bet Wisconsin. I mean, they're a top 5 team, getting points at home. Might take the Wizards in the point. I can't recall the stat, but they're 10-2 against their last 12. Let's see. They are on I don't know. They're on a 4-6 ATS run, so I don't know where you see. They are 4-6. Their last 10 here. I just pulled up. Let's see. Phoenix off the loss. Washington has lost 2, and they won 2. Then they've been on a losing streak. I mean, they have 9 wins on the year. I don't hate taking at the points. You're getting 11 at home. Do you trust the Suns? Do I trust them to win by 11 on the road? I bet whiskey. I think they went out. Right? I mean, I won't be shocked if Wisconsin wins this game. I'm just thinking everybody's gonna be on Wisconsin. Dank Boys in the house. Brooklyn on the ice Monday. I know it's not Brooklyn. I guess you're talking Blackhawks. We got. Are they even playing Monday? I thought I saw the Rangers or Islanders are playing on Monday. Oh, back. Maybe it's back on the ice. Colorado, Rangers, Islanders, Toronto. It's only 2 games. Here comes all the whiskey love. Kind of like UAB getting the points from Smooth, says Michael. Youngstown -4. Quinnipiac, maybe in Illinois first half. Illinois first half, sure. Quinnipiac and Canisius. Michael, go check out YouTube Premium. Youngstown, I do like the Penguins there. And UAB and the Smooth, check out your premium content on YouTube. Desmond's in the house. Good evening. Greensboro be firm by 11 at home, now getting 3.5. Yeah, well, again, winning at home, winning on the road, 2 different things, Brees. 2 different things. You saw the comments. I was reading them here. Oh, Northwestern can't win on the road. They lost at Nebraska. They lost at Northwestern. Wisconsin goes on the road and they lose. Winning on the road is difficult, whether you're in the Big South, the Big Ten, the Pac-12, the Big Sky. Road games are difficult, and taking a home game and comparing it to a road game, the line is right where it should be. Right where it should be. Maybe a little point higher. Maybe you think Greensboro should be. I mean, they weren't going to be favored here. That wasn't going to happen. Let's see here. Greensboro won 79-68 last year. Money Erman Furman came here and won by 12 in a pick'em. Greensboro got him in Furman 2 weeks before that as a 6-point dog, 88-80 outright win in overtime. 58-56, 58-54, 64-58. I mean, close games. Close games. It's not a and again, I'm not saying I don't like the points with Greensboro, but just don't think that the line is something crazy that it shouldn't be. These are the two best teams in the Southern, so Maurice. Purdue will be out of the NCAA tournament round two. Well, here that when we talk about teams getting knocked down in the tournament, that is one thing. That does not consist of regular season and then beating teams in the Big Ten and winning a Big Ten title. Tournament time? Yeah, we'll see what happens at tournament time. Mike B says, I don't think Purdue is necessarily overrated. I just don't think it's a really good. You think it's a good spot for whiskey. Well, those things I agree with. Back, okay. That's what I figured. Thank boy. When you said BK, I was just like BK is that Blackhawks? Is it Brooklyn's doesn't play on the ice. Evansville covering 1.5 and winning outright. Who was that today? Evansville. Who did they have today? Let's go to the Mizzou Valley. I end up splitting everywhere. I mean, and that's just kind of typical. We split here. I go 5-7 here, 9-9. Ridiculous. I mean, what's that about? Well, hold on a second. I don't think that's a. You think that they were an underdog today versus Valpo? 1-point underdog? Wow. I mean, I like the Purple Aces. Yep, back on the ice. Michael B says tie game in Gonzaga for to go. I have money line Marys, but I have tickets for the March 3rd game in Moraga. I kind of want to be a revenge spot for St. Mary's. So what are you doing? Take the money. What do you do? You don't want your money, Mike? Or Reese's. Canisius rolled Quinny December 93-73, but since that loss, Quinnipiac 12-2 has won 9 straight. They are playing pretty good. We've talked about Quinnipiac several times here in the chat this season because everyone wanted to run to Iona in the AA MAC, and I'm like, well, it's no Patino. It's a different team. And Quinny was a team we were on for quite some time, and they've covered quite a few for us. Covered quite a few. I mean, they had a nice run of like 5 straight a couple weeks ago. Here's Ninja. Here he is. Damn right, Purdue's up right now. I was just talking about you, Ninja. There's the guy, Mr. the Marshmallow Man. I love it. I love it, Ninja. Thanks for coming in, Ninja. Ninja right on cue with Purdue. Yeah. As I said, the Aces are real. Well, I don't know if they're real. I honestly, I didn't even see that game. Valpo, I faded several times. And I'm not fading them. I'm playing, but I'm taking 8 or 9 point favorites against them. I don't think Valpo is very good. If I would have saw them as a favorite over Evansville, I probably would have been like, that might have been a Valpo play. I probably would have money lined it for like 115 or whatever, 120. But I don't know if they're real. You beat Valpo on the road. It's Valpo. Michael B. Mary's up 5-2 to go in the kennel. You should be all right there. They got the defense to hold on. Changing the guard. Gonzaga. Hold on a second. Is Gonzaga finished today? Maybe. Are they down for good? They've had a great run. I don't know if they're just going to fall off the cliff. Mary's has always battled them tough and had tough losses versus them. Drew Timmy's not walking through the door. Here we go, Drew Timmy. Michael B says, I'll say this. Randy Bennett is a better coach than Mark Few of the Zags. Bennett has done so much with little talent. I'm not going to argue that. He always has a competitive squad. But let's give the Zags. I mean, I know they put a couple guys in the NBA, but nothing super. I mean, what super duper guy do they have up there? Both of these probably. It's the WCC. They're not getting most of those guys. Go to the Pac-12. Uh, but yeah, this was the year. I go back. Let's go back to October when we talked about it. I said St. Mary's to win. This is not your older Gonzaga teams. Jazz versus the Bucks and Maurice. You know, I initially was gonna just have the Jazz in this as a play over Milwaukee because I saw Milwaukee was down early, like big. I'm like, oh boy, whether this is gonna be they're gonna rally back in a dogfight. Maybe it goes overtime tied. They end up winning. I end up not using this game here. I was thinking about the over. Thinking about the over. But 247, like uh, I want to say under now. That's again, did not use it. We'll see what happens in the morning. Maurice says OKC versus the Raptors. Let's see some NBA. Toronto, fourth game of the road trip. 2 losses already under their belts. They got walloped by Houston, 30-point, 29-point loser there. OKC sitting home for a week here. Getting ready to go to Utah. 9.5. I'd rather look at the over here than lay the points. Michael B. To me, had one more year of eligibility. I don't know why he didn't come back. Wonder how he likes playing for the Iowa Stingers in the G League. It's weird. Like Mr. Numbers was saying something about me taking St. John's. He's like, I stop with St. John's. It's bet with your heart, and that was even a heart play. I just thought, and I was so torn. It was a late add to my board, and I was reading some quotes, and obviously the coaches don't like each other too much. And part of me was like, man, I think Connecticut could roll here, but it was still a short 3. I was like, oh man. And then I said something about Boo Harvey, and this is where we're getting back to Drew Timmy. And Boo Harvey wasn't a super duper uh, college player. It was whatever. And you think of guys in college who have really good seasons, and they go into the NBA like the freshman, sophomore. This is why, whatever you think, you should say at least 3 years in school. I don't think one and done's are right out of high school. I mean, as kids, you're not developed. I mean, my son's, what's he, 17? He thinks he could beat me up. I'll crush him. I will literally kill him with my bare hands. Like you're a child. I don't care how developed you think you are. You're going against grown men. As talented as these kids are, stay in school for a couple of years. Like if you have a year left, use that eligibility, especially now you're getting paid, Timmy. But how many guys you see come out because they're being pushed to come out and they amount to nothing? Oh, he's going to be good. He's got to develop. But who wants to sign a rookie contract there on a bench for 3 years, and then you want 30 mil, whatever the contract is? No one knows if you're any good yet because you haven't played. The G League, and the G League could be good, right? I mean, I'm not even a huge NBA guy because of stuff like this. Everybody's laughing at the Stinger comment here from Michael B. What are you talking about, Sean? Gonzaga's had a ton of them on Sabonis, Holmgren, Boyan Morris. Is Adam Morrison really good in the NBA? I'm talking about guys are really good in the NBA. Super guys in the NBA. I got to pull. I'm going to pull up some of these stats here on these guys. This is like we're getting back to who's that terrible guy averaging 6 points a game for the Nets who think he's awesome, Ben Simmons. I'm talking. You come out of a school. Gonzaga has guys like North Carolina or Duke, Kentucky, like Bonafide. I'm talking 10-time All-Stars, borderline Hall of Fame guys. I want stud guys. Adam Morrison? Really? I mean, Sabonis' old man was great. He had a great mustache, Nick Nasty. He for sure did. Sorry for me to take UConn at the short numbers for. I mean, the whole game I thought I was going to lose. I blame me. You blame me. How many guys are good in college? How many guys are monsters in school? Come the NBA, do nothing. Come on. See guys dominate in college, just be ridiculously good and just be average in the NBA or not good in the NBA. Who was the cat? Uh, it's on West Virginia. Big dorky white guy. Some weird name, but was just a monster in tournament. It's terrible in the NBA. You get a lot of guys who can be great and win games and just look fabulous, and then they go to the NBA. I mean, we got to talk about who we got to talk about. Who's that guy? Jim? Remember Jimmer Fredette? Who's that BYU guy? Jimmer Fredette? Really? Come on. Do you guys are really gonna make me go dig up guys here? I don't know if any of you guys were like all-time players, but they're all lottery pick. Again, and what is that a lottery pick? Like this goes back to if you're picked in the top 5, you better be a 10-time All-Star, couple All NBAs, and on a Hall of Fame trajectory by year 2 or 3. But they're not because all you're doing is draft some 19-year-old. Like Wimby's going to be awesome. Like I don't think I said Wimby's going to be Sean Bradley. How many guys are supposed to be? He's a lottery pick. Well, Sean Bradley was a lottery pick. Sam Bowie. I mean, we can go a lot of busts in the top 10. King D says exactly. I don't know which one he's talking about. What I said. No, they don't dominate pros, and that's nothing. Maybe if they stayed in school, and this is I'm talking about the guys who come out freshman sophomore year, especially the one and done guys, because you're not. How many Moses Malone, Garnett's, Kobe's, LeBrons are there? There's not. Who? I mean, again, I'm not a huge NBA guy for this reason. I mean, for every Allen Iverson, you have. You know what? Let me just pull up a random roster here and see if I could guess some name on the team who is going to be good. I don't even know who this guy is. This guy's been in the league. Who is this guy? 24th round pick. No, I'm going to skip him. When was this guy picked? Wasn't even picked. I'll move up a little bit. No, this guy's all right. I've heard of him before. Where was this guy picked? Nope. See, I think this is a solid pick here. So I'm on the Heat. Josh Richardson, second round pick, number 40 by Miami, 2015. 50 games, rookie year, 6 points, 10 points, 13 points, 16 points, 13 points, 12, 11, 9.7, 7.5, 11.5, 9.9. This is, and again, short. I don't know whether he's hurt these years. He left, with Miami, went to Philly, 55, 59 games, 21 games, 44, 23, 42, 39. Whether he's hurt or whatever, a second round, 40th overall pick, the guy comes in and averages for a career basically probably around 11, 12 points a game, shooting 90% from the line, ace him. I think this is a great basketball pick. I think any team would be thrilled to draft Josh Richardson in the second round at 40 and get 10 plus points a game, 90% free throw shooting, 35, 36% from three, 37. I mean, these numbers are all over. I see a high of 44, a low of 33. So 36, 37 in between. Nice little career from that guy, but a second rounder. I'm trying to find a first round bust or some kind of lottery pick. You'd be like, who the heck's this guy? And again, I'm just on a Miami roster. Let me find somebody else. Let's go. Let's go to the Pacers. Let's go to the Pacers stats. Um, Here we go. Let's talk about this guy because I remember this guy got picked by the Knicks. Obi Toppin. Oh boy, Toppin. A lot of hype from him coming out of school. All right. Number 8 pick on Knicks. He was pretty good in college. He averages 8 points a game. Averaged a point for every pick he was drafted ahead of him. Jalen Smith, top 10. Oh, Jalen Smith. I mean, I could just hear it's like the NFL. Oh, he's going to be a great contributor. Yeah. What's the average? Plays 30 games a year. He played 68 one year, averaged 9 points a game. Yeah. Who's this guy? I don't even know who this guy is. Kendall Brown, second round pick, 48 by Minnesota. 6 games in 2023 for the Pacers. Averaged 1 point, 1 or 2 free throws, 4 or 6 free throws, 2 points. I don't know who Kendall Brown is. Did he come out early? Could he have been something better? You know, how many of these guys at the bottom of a rotation could have stayed in school? Jerice Walker, round number 1, 8th overall pick. So he's a rookie, 8th pick. He's played in 16 games this year. Is he hurt? Is he hurt? No. I think I wasted enough time going through that. Logo Jimmy for that. No. Let me think. I want to say like it was like West Virginia basketball. I want to say it was like what was his name? Frank. Like Pittsnagel? Was it Pittsnagel? I think it's Pittsnagel. Most of the college basketball players were average or stunk in the league. Chris Laner, Corliss Williamson for Arkansas. Yeah. You know, I mean, Chris Laner had a couple All-Star seasons, but I mean, you have guys, and he was an awesome college player. I mean, he was probably the best basketball. Nobody will ever be better than Chris Laner. I don't care what you say about a college player. Nobody's better than Chris Laner. How could you be? Who's staying in school and hitting game-winning shots, championships, 4 Final Fours, 3 champion. What do you go? 4 championship games. Corliss Williamson was a beast for Arkansas. Who's that? They had the Mayday combination at the guard. Tyler Hansbrough for NC is the all-time leading scorer, considered one of the greatest Tar Heels ever. I'm not sure he even got drafted. I thought Hansbrough did get drafted. See, Bowman's in the house, so you're wrong. Gonzaga talk, what I missed. John Stockton, best Gonzaga player ever. Yes. I'm just talking about just in general. The conversation with Steve, like Mary's and Gonzaga, and if Gonzaga was, I think somebody said they're done. I don't know. It was a passing of the torch. I said, I don't know if it's a passing of the torch. You know, Gonzaga is down a little bit this year. But Mary's always kind of played them tough. But then it went into, I was like, just players who get drafted and who are like, they're no good. I don't care how good you are in college. It's, you know, and now I think guys should stay in school a little longer. Mary's with the dagger. The class just got super high. You know it, Lex. I'll say so. The games today were amazing. Baylor, Iowa State game, Florida A&M. Just a ton of amazing games. College basketball. Yeah, Bob. It is so much better. Apache Storm. Is Sister Jean making a comeback for Loshi against Dave? I think this was a 4. I think it went up to like 5 too. This game, which is interesting. I don't know if it should be a 5. I mean, have these guys played this year yet? Nope. Davidson got them both last year. How's Davidson? 3-3 on the road. They beat St. Louis so far. Fordham, GW loser, Iowa. VCU took care of business. St. Louis 77-62, and they beat them 84-61. These guys lost to VCU also. No shame losing to VCU. They're good teams. I'll tell you at 5, I might have to take Davidson. But I have no bet on the game. West is in the house. Terrible day for me. Couldn't win a place bet in a 2-horse race. That's good. I like that line. And I don't even know horse racing, but I know the places. They just have to place it. There's 2 horses. It happens, Wes. You just gotta I went 9-9 today. 3-point game, 5.8 seconds left. Marys needs to foul. Do not let them get a 3. I think I lost half the chat when I went looking for guys who were first-round picks that did nothing. Let's stick around to the end of this game. Mike will give us a play-by-play, and then we'll put a bow on it, as they say, and wrap it up. Wrap it up. That's game. Mary's outright at the kennel. 4.5 at +190. Excellent win, Michael. Apache Storm says, is Minnesota not a good play if Rudy Gobert does not play? Yeah, I'm going to say here. Now, I kind of like the under in this game. The last 2 Minnesota, this total is 218.5. The other day it was at 211 and went up to 216. Now, he doesn't play. It's a huge missing piece for them. I mean, for the total as well as offensively. I mean, the guy is pretty good, and I'm a big Minnesota backer this year, Apache. I think they're a talented squad. I think they could win the West. I'm high on them, but you lose a guy who's like 13-13 every game. Yeah, could be a loss. Houston's scrappy too. That's a scrappy little bunch. So I definitely. But again, here's the line at 7. Would it be a little higher if he was playing? Possibly. The line here tells me that he's probably going to be out. Right? That's what I'm guessing. They were 4-point fave on the road. So 7 here. I don't know. You know what? Because the 218 is what it was. It was a 211, 212. It went to 216. Now it's 218 on today's game. Obviously, I won't like them as much if he's not playing, Apache. I'm going to talk so much smack to my Gonzaga friends. What about Greensboro? I do like Greensboro in the points tomorrow. It's 3, probably worth a shot. Are they Heat? Is Miami getting now with so Rozier is back? This spot here, I do like the Clippers tomorrow. The line has gone up from 3.5 to 4, but I like the Clippers simply based on this is a first game of back-to-back for them, and they have Atlanta next. And I just think if you're coming out playing, and Clippers are as hot as anybody in the league, playing really good the last couple weeks, last month, I guess. I mean, they're rolling along. This is the game they want to win, or they want to win. Miami's big playoff team, right? It's Miami, marquee name, marquee players. The Hawks are looking to deal guys. This is the game. This is a game they're going to want to come in and play. Tomorrow night, Monday, you want to take the Hawks? We'll take the Hawks. This game here, not loving Miami. Milwaukee, Utah, pick them basically, so Gianni might be out. I don't know if he's out. Uh, I mean, this was a pick 'em before the end of the other game for the Dallas game. I mean, they were down early in Dallas, came all the way back. But I thought about it over here, and I'm like, even. Oh, sorry for my yawn. Even in their other game, I was like, this. I kind of like the under in this game more than anything, Steve. I mean, we got a 48 point performance. Actually, I mean, him and Lillard scored 80 points of 132 or whatever, 130 points. They scored 80 of them. Uh, yeah, I'm thinking under. I'm thinking under in this game. I might have to. I got to write it down so I remember. Under Jazz. What's in that? 247. I'm almost positive this line will go down tomorrow. Michael B's headed out. Steph Curry is still better than players who played for the Nets combined. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind, Steph Curry. Steph Curry is just Craig Hodges on steroids. He's Craig Hodges on PEDs. Good night, Michael. I saw a poll. No NFL. We sim on. So you're going live on Madden. Yeah, I'll throw that on YouTube. We'll have seasons, Steve. We'll go back to like 2000 and we'll go back to 2000 drafts and see who drafts Brady and see what team turns into a dynasty. That would be fun. Did you like the game NFL Coach? I remember NFL Coach. It just took so long to sim in the old days. Last game of the college night is Arizona giving up too many points. Yes, Apache. And this will be. I'll tell you what I got here for tomorrow for the show. Here I got Clippers and the Pistons. College basketball, I like Purdue, and everybody's going to be on Wisconsin. I'm going to go opposite train here with Purdue. Fairfield under 151, and there's Stanford. I like the points at Stanford against Arizona. Austin's in house. I like college basketball. Ilshai and Davidson. I'm leaning towards Davidson here with a 5. Again, did not bet this game at all, Austin. Didn't make my cut, not even a question mark, like, oh, maybe I'll think about it. Wasn't even thought about. Yeah, again, we just had this talked about. Someone else brought them up, and I said the line had moved. It was a 4.5. Now I'm seeing 5s in this game, so people are betting Ilshai. And I don't. You look at the way they've played recently. I don't know if it's. I mean, Davidson is 12-8. They're 14-6, 3-3 on the road. You beat St. Louis is bad. You beat Fordham, covered a number. GW loser. Iowa. I mean, before that, you had some whatevers going on here. Low shy again. We don't have crazy. All right. Let's go to the non-conference. Low shy. Florida Atlantic loser. Creighton loser. No problem there. Beat BC. Okay. It's an ACC team. Harvard. Lost at Tulsa. South Florida got you on the road. And then you come into Central Michigan. All right. Then you get your regular tournament conference plays. Win, win. Loser by 2, not bad. Win, win, win. Lose by 7 on the road, VCU. Not bad. And Davidson. Let's see what we got here for them in their past games. Maryland on a neutral. That's a nice win. Lost to Clemson on neutral by 3. Not terrible. 2-point loss after that. I'm not blaming you there. Mount St. Mary's throttled you. Excuse me, not Mount St. Mary's. St. Mary's just beat Gonzaga. Not. I don't care that you got beat up there. One on the road at Charlotte, whatever. Wright State you beat at home. The winners. Dayton lose to. Close loss to Rhode Island. OT loser on the road, not bad. Winner. Another OT loser, Richmond. I think I look at that and the way they've played. I want to take the points. I think it'll be a close game. That's the way Davidson plays. Celtics and a Grizzle. I mean, let's look towards maybe, and it's easy to say this. The Celtics are 16-point favorites. I mean, what are we doing here? You just lost outright as a 15-point favorite. So everybody's going to come back on them today. They get right. I would prefer. I don't want to lay 16, Dank boy. How about a team total? How about do better than that? Do a Boston first quarter, first half. If they're going to come out strong, if they're going to rebound from a bad loss, it'll be early in the game. You don't have to worry about a backdoor again. Yeah. Austin likes Purdue as well. I gotcha. Tatum is the NBA's Dak Prescott. Oh my goodness. Zone is down 17.5. Still good. Yes. 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 Purdue, I like. Good game. I like Purdue too. Here we go. Everything is here's Lexia. Life is rigged. Everything is rigged. Providence money line over Creighton. Isn't Providence playing Villanova? I like your click personas pick. My Clippers pick. My clip personal pick. Yes. I like the it's just a spot for them. If you're playing a back-to-back game, I think you want to beat the more marquee team. That's just my thought on it. We'll see how. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it means nothing. Clippers are playing as good or better than anybody in the NBA right now. Back-to-back spots out with this squad, older guys. I don't see them sitting out this game or limiting minutes in this game. If it comes out that Miami crushes them and it's 66-32 in the first half, maybe they sit out. It's a blowout and we come back and rebound tomorrow. I don't. I think they beat Miami here, and then on Monday it's a game against Atlanta. You want to fade them? No, my bad. I know. I thought I put Providence in here. I like Providence. I like Providence, Steve. I can't believe it went an hour. Usually late show should be like 15 minutes, but we have some newer folks. I see Austin in here, the Patchy Storm, Dank Boys popping in after a bit. And of course, Steve comes in. It's good to see Steven. Got to do some baseball cards for you and Richie P. I've not seen Richie P in a while, Steve. Not that you know Richie P, but I put you guys together because we like talking baseball cards. So, all right, Clippers -3.5, Pistons +6.5, Purdue -2, Fairfield under 151, Stanford 18, 17.5, whatever it is now. I just put the lines up early, and they can be different tomorrow, but I hate changing them. That's not right because then it's like, oh, I got a better number here, a bad number. I just keep them flat. It is what it is. Easy for record keeping here in the chat. I'll be back tomorrow, midday money, noon Eastern, live. Look at Lex coming in with a dono. Look at this, Lex with the dono. I appreciate it, Lex. Thank you very much. Thanks, Lex. Late night should be on tomorrow. 2-hour show. I'll do late. There'll be a late night show tomorrow. 7 days a week, late night. We do the late night every day. Every day. Lex again. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Lex with the dono. You don't have the dono, folks. How about just hitting the like button? But if you want to be like Lex, doors open. Appreciate it. Lex, thank you, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I'll see you guys in, what's that, 11 hours? Something like that. See you shortly.